Hey beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. I'm Josie with Awakened Soul, and we're here for a reading about the person on your mind and your connection to each other. I'm so glad you're here, and I hope you're having a fabulous day or night whenever you are joining in for today's reading. In our pop-up reading here today, we are going to be chatting about your person's current thoughts, feelings, and energies towards you and your connection. We're going to get started with some oracle cards that I have pre-pulled for us, and then after that we're going to dive deeper using the tarot. We will also be getting some channeled messages out from them to you, followed by tiles, charms, and astrology dice for more confirmation. Hi Wally. Info and details. And then as always, last but not least, we will be closing today's reading off with a message just for you from universe, as well as an affirmation of the day to bring that focus back on yourself and reset the energy. So hi Wally. Wally says hello everyone. He needed to pop in to speak his piece, huh? Yeah? Okay, anyway, let's get started. If you find yourself resonating with today's message at any point while we go along, I would love it if you would let me know by hitting that like button and subscribe for more in the future. So, in order of pulling, we have Iron, Venus, the alchemical and the alchemical wedding and separation. These actually came out together. We have the temple, the castle, the lover, and the prayer. Okay, thank you, Wally. Come here. Do you need to sit on my lap? Can I do the reading, please? Thank you, sir. Okay, so your person recently, I think, has been pondering life with and without you quite a bit. And before you panic and jump to worst case scenarios, worst case conclusions here, I don't think it's because your person has been thinking of leaving you or walking away from this connection. That's not like a serious consideration they've had in their head at all. But for some reason, the thought of you being out of their life or gone from their life has really been running through their mind quite a bit here. It's more of an energy where they're like coming to this conclusion and this realization of just how much they actually want to keep you around, because for whatever reason, the thoughts have occurred to them of what life would be like without you in it, and it doesn't feel very good at all. So they've been just sort of letting that sink in and thinking about how much they truly love you. In fact, I find it so interesting that we have the prayer and the temple coming out together like this. I feel like at some point in time, your person has prayed for a partner like you or a person just like you to come into their life. They've asked for this before even meeting you, I believe. And they are starting to let it sink in more and more just how much you are in a way like an answer to those prayers that they've spoken long before even meeting you. I'm getting the energy from this reading that this is somebody you're likely in contact with. I'm not getting a separation reading from this at all. This is somebody you are more than likely actively dating or communicating with on a deeper level, because they just seem to have a lot of residual energy of gratitude towards you. In fact, they really in a way feel like they're safe to give you their heart and let some of their walls down. And again, for whatever reason, they keep thinking about what life would be like without you and how uncomfortable that would feel, and wanting to lock it down so that's not a possibility. Keep you around, keep this connection going strong, help it grow over time. It is also possible that this person has considered like a more formal union, like marriage, or this also talks about spiritual union with the alchemical wedding, the uniting and the celebration of that. So honestly, I'm wanting to get into the tarot. I want to get more details out so I can possibly get us some context as to why your person has had this shift or why they're thinking about this to begin with. Because I'm curious at this point why they've been picturing life with and without you. We'll see what we can get out for us here today. Spiritual team, please talk to me some more and provide some details about their person's current thoughts and feelings. Okay. Yeah, you know, and I'm not surprised that the Hanged Man is our first tarot card. I just want to pause with that for a second before I get into the rest here. They, for whatever reason, have been seeing things from all different angles. Maybe it was a friend or a family member that pointed it out to them, like, hey, you better not lose your person, they're great for you. Or maybe it was just a dream that your person had. Dang it, a song is channeling through. I think it's literally called Like I'm Gonna Lose You. I believe it's featuring John Legend and Meghan Trainor. I could be wrong. If anybody wants to drop that song in the comments for the collective, you're welcome to. But it's that kind of energy. They may have literally had a dream where they lost you in the dream, woke up and you're still here, and it kind of snapped them into reality and started getting their gears spinning, thinking about what it actually would be like to no longer have you in their life, and how much they truly value you and want to keep you around. But yeah, they've been looking at things differently recently than they had in the past. They're starting to like philosophize about all different realities and possibilities and potential. And time again recently, they've been thinking about how much they want to keep you in their life. Because the reality, so to speak, or the timeline of you no longer being in their life is almost too much for them to think about. They have a very strong attachment to you with the Devil card. We also have the Page of Pentacles, which to me is hopping back to them wanting to give you some sort of a formal offer to keep you around, to keep this attachment, this connection growing strong between the two of you. We have the Six of Wands. Honestly, you guys, this is making me think of like public recognition, like other people acknowledging the formalness of this connection. That could be in the form of like an engagement or a marriage. It could be going Instagram official or, you know, social media official if you haven't taken that step with each other yet. But there's something about your person wanting to bring you an offer so that not only the two of you recognize the bond that you share with each other, but other people recognize as it's formal too, that it is formal, I should say. They're thinking a lot about an ending of a chapter of this connection with the world, something coming to a close and completion, which I feel is the present state of the connection, but wanting to elevate it and move it to the next, not like walking away from it, saying goodbye. In fact, that's the opposite of what your person wants. The back of the deck, I just set it down, is the Tower. Your person is ready for a really big change. And honestly, you guys, this has been coming up a lot in my pop-up readings for the collective lately. So I'm really feeling that for many of you, this change is just like it's knocking on your door. It's about to happen because it's just been coming through so strongly. I'm making space so we can take the Tower and put it over here. I don't know why your person, that's not coming through, and maybe that's for a reason. I don't know, but I never try to force things to come through if they don't want to. Yes, Wally? Yes? You wanted to say hello again? Okay, anyway, what was I saying? You're distracting me. Come sit on my lap so that you can get your attention and let me read. Thank you, sir. Come here. He's big. He's a big cat. He's a big boy. Do you want to help me read? Is that what it is? Okay. Anyway, there is like an energy for your person wanting to bring you this commitment or this next stage of commitment to kind of like keep you around. It's not like an obsessive or possessive type of energy. It's just that your person has truly come to this realization of just how much you mean to them and how much they really, really do not want to let you go. It would break their heart. It would make them deeply sad to lose this love, to lose this connection with you. And so, you know, part of them has this sort of plan or idea in their head that if they make it more official with you, or if they make it official to the point where other people recognize this union, it gives them this sense of security that you're not going anywhere. Like a marriage, engagement, you know, going public on social media, announcing it to your friends and family if you haven't gotten to that stage yet. It depends on where you're already at with this person, but they really are wanting to offer you something deeper, moving this connection forward, because in a lot of ways you are like a dream come true to them. This connection itself is what they've been praying for, asking for, manifesting, and they don't want to let it go so easily. And the funny thing is I keep wanting to say to you guys, I don't even think that there's a reason your person feels like they might lose you. I'm not getting that they like betrayed you or cheated on you or, you know, did something unforgivable to make it so you're about to walk out the door. I feel like this is just coming from your person having a moment of realization of what life would be like without you and never wanting that to happen. That's what I'm getting here. So I'm going to set Wally down. Okay, mister? Is that okay with you? So we can clear the board, and I want to get some channeled messages out from them. Can I set you down? Can I set you down? Or grab the cards? Okay, you guys will have to bear with me a little bit because he does not want to get down, at least not right now. And I have to be quite delicate right now. There we go. There he goes. Back to the meowing, maybe. We'll see. Okay. All right, that's interesting. Our first card is reflection. Being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity. Maybe you guys did take some space from one another. Maybe there was like a break period, or somebody could have traveled, gone on vacation, traveled for work, you know, picked up more hours at work. There could be some kind of distance between the two of you right now, or that could have happened recently. And maybe that's when this person kind of had this realization, because they had distance and space away from you, which felt very, very, very uncomfortable to them. They didn't want that to become a permanent thing. That's interesting. Okay. Hope, I haven't given up on us yet. And absence, I feel like a part of me is missing without you. Yeah, I'm getting more context now. It's quite possible the two of you did have like a separation period, went on a break, or maybe you got in a fight or an argument and you told each other like, okay, let's take some space for a couple of days or something along those lines. And it's like your person is almost desperately never wanting to get to that place again. That's the kind of energy that they're in, is they don't ever want to feel that again. They don't want to have this absence. They literally came to the conclusion that it's like they feel like a piece of them is missing when you're not around. This person really, really values you, and they don't want to let this relationship, this connection go. They haven't given up. Maybe they do feel like they've struggled to give you what you've been asking for and needing in this connection, because we have neglected, I failed to give you what you need. So they could be taking some blame for things going wrong between the two of you if that's happened. Maybe that's why you took some space, potentially, or maybe while they had space from you, they were thinking about how they need to give more to you in this connection. Get a few more cards out. Okay, I've gotten a reading done about you/us, so maybe they did consult with a psychic. They could also be watching like YouTube tarot readings. Could even be them praying or meditating on the connection. Thought about reaching out to you, and I'm distracting myself with work. Yeah, it's like they can't get their mind off of you, even when they want to. Part of them maybe wanted to be distracted during your time apart, but it's not working very well. Yes, sir. Hi. Please come back. Yeah, that's interesting. I wasn't getting a lot of separation energy at all throughout the rest of the reading, but it was like the second we hit the channeled messages, I'm getting more context here. And if this doesn't resonate with your situation, but the rest of the reading does, that's a-okay. It's possible that maybe this is just for a handful of people out there. I always say in my readings, for a reason, it's really important for you to take messages that resonate, and only when they resonate, leave behind any that do not, especially in a collective reading, because it could be a message that's meant for one specific person. So never force it to fit if it doesn't. But yeah, I mean, especially with the channeled messages here, I'm really getting a strong indication that there's been some kind of gap or distance or space, okay? Maybe a little bit of time apart or something, and that could have been what caused your person to get this clarity of what life would be like without you and never wanting that to happen again. Okay, now things are making more sense. I'm gonna get into the tiles, charms, and astrology dice real quick, you guys. Give me a moment here. Okay, needed to hydrate and move things around. We'll get started with the astro dice. This gets noisy, so if that bothers you, please turn volume down until we're done. I'm gonna roll these like about 3 or 4 times to get specific placements out. If anybody would like to comment these placements below for the collective, you're the best. Please do so if you feel like doing that. Wow, that was dramatic. We have Libra, Mercury, and North Node. Somebody could be Libra, Mercury, or North Node. We have Capricorn, Mars, and South Node. Oh wait, North Node again. Capricorn, Mars, or North Node. We have Cancer, North Node again, and Saturn. Okay, so North Node placements, regardless of what sign your North Node is or your person's, could be clues right now for you. So you might want to do a chart analysis, see what you can learn from your North Node as well as your person's. I just heard Mona, the name Mona. We'll see if we can make it, but I did just hear Mona. Okay, we can't, but nonetheless, it came through. So we have MONIEGPIF. We also have a D and another F, okay? We have a pink bow here. I take this as like a gift or a blessing coming in for the connection soon. We have a fairy charm. We also have a rocking horse. To me, I take this as like chariot energy, but put on pause. It's like somebody wants to move forward in this connection, but something's been put on pause for a while. It could be the progression of the connection. Your person's been hitting that pause button over and over again until they hit the revelation of what it would be like to not have you, and now they're like ready to get the ball rolling here. We also have this heart here that always makes me think of Zelda. But it's like a heart running half empty, okay? And again, I think that was your person's emotions not having you, or thinking about what it would be like to not have you and not wanting that to happen, but really treating this connection like a gift that's been given to them. Be more appreciative of you and this relationship, this connection you share. That's weird. I don't even know how that happened, to be honest, because like I scooted this down to the bottom of my desk so I can kind of push everything in, and like this butterfly just is on my hand. I don't know how. I guess maybe I pushed some up and somehow it landed there, but that's strange. I feel like that's definitely confirmation that there's change coming for this connection. Okay. All right, let's get you out a couple of personal messages now to close the reading. We'll do an affirmation and a message from universe. Your first message is, just because something is not happening right now doesn't mean that it will never happen. Divine timing is at play. Be patient and trust the process. And your affirmation is, I can do anything I put my mind to. And as always, I invite you to affirm this with me and the collective down below in the comments section. I'm going to pack up and leave this reading here. I want to thank you again for joining. I hope you have a blessed rest of your day or night, and I would love to see you in the next one. Bye for now, you guys.